All right, let's go and jump into some more mailbag questions here on the 49ers Report. David Bioma, another question. He says, Tart, Ward, Sherman, Ford, T. Williams, T. Taylor, Jimmy, who's not coming back? Okay, let me look at this list right here. I'll tell you right now. I would vote Tart won't come back, Sherman won't come back, Ford won't come back, Trent Taylor won't come back. I think Williams comes back. I think Ward obviously is going to be there because they signed him for the long term. And I think Jimmy Garoppolo would. If I was betting right now, that's where I would go. Now, Sherman's going to be a big if, but I think the injury this year has hurt his chances. He has to ball out in the second half of this year. It's a good question. So I said Tart goes, Sherman goes, Ford for sure goes, Trent Taylor for sure goes. I would keep Ward, Trent Williams, and Jimmy Garoppolo out of that list. But again, I'm not Kyle Shanahan, and I can't pick up the phone and call Kyle Shanahan. Kyle, who you keeping? Like, we just aren't that close. So, good question. Aria, oof. Or that double O-F. It's like a James Bond character right there. Move on from Sherman next year. Again, I just mentioned that. Yeah, probably. Now, comes back 100%, plays well, takes a veteran, cheap deal like some veteran cornerbacks do. Keep him, sure. But if he comes back, doesn't play that well, wants like $8 million next year, you're like, Richard, bro, no. And he'll go somewhere else and probably have like one or two more good years. So it's up to Sherman. I don't think it's up to the 49ers. Sherman makes the call if he wants to come back. He has to do so by being financially friendly, obviously, for San Francisco. Now, maybe he's already a diehard 49ers fan, so he will take a discount. And, of course, you guys as 49er fans don't take discounts because they don't pay you to be fans. You kind of are fans for them. But like the video, nonetheless, if you guys are diehard San Francisco fans, I know playoffs looming. We'll see. Regardless of what happens, well, ride or die, 49er fan for life. Give this video a thumbs up. I know all of you guys are 100%. Wyatt says draft Trevor Lawrence. Wouldn't that be nice? Impossible. There's a 0% chance. The Niners at 4-5 will now have a top 5 pick. They will have a top 10 pick most likely in the NFL draft. And Lawrence is going 1, whether it's Jets, it's Giants, it's Cowboys, it's anybody. Whoever is 1 will not be trading out of 1. They will take Trevor Lawrence. It's the same reason the Colts stayed at 1 whenever they drafted Andrew Luck. This is the best quarterback to come out of the draft since Andrew Luck. He's on every single expert we've read or seen or talked to. Trust me, this kid's legit. He will go 1. The Niners won't be there. Get Lawrence out of your mind because it just won't happen. David says if we can get Wilson or Lance before a pick, should we pick a DN or quarterback? Oh, we can't. Sorry, I was like, what? If we can't, I would go defensive end. I think because when D Ford leaves, you're going to have Bosa back and you're going to have Armstead, but I think one more pass rusher on the outside would be the proper choice. Now, you lose Sherman. Verrett stinks the rest of the year. Maybe you sit back and go cornerback. And there's a bunch of good ones in the SEC this year. So, honestly, you couldn't go wrong with either one. I think pass rusher, because pass rusher has been their big Achilles heel and just shows how important having a pass rusher like Nick Bosa is. And Bosa coming back, not a guarantee he'll be 100%, even though we expect him to be, but I'd go pass rusher. Britt says, if talk of restructure wasn't mine, would Jimmy do it to stay? Wow, that's the hardest question I've been asked in the show. I have no idea. Now, obviously, Jimmy Garoppolo would like to restructure his deal because he has no guaranteed money through the final 3 years of his contract. But the problem is the Niners probably won't do it. I mean, sure, if Garoppolo would take a massive discount, sure, I'm sure that they would keep him. I think they're going to keep him anyway. But let's just say they want to get rid of him. I don't even think a discount would do it enough. If they want to get a new quarterback, they will. And his contract is set up to where they can move on from him. They can cut him in the offseason and basically have no dead cap money, which is very rare for a quarterback of his caliber. Brandon Lau says the 49ers start Tavares Moore over Jimmy Ward. No, I wouldn't. I still trust Ward. Maybe if Tart doesn't play, you slide Moore in there. We got to see what they want to do in the backside. But no, I would keep Ward in there. You paid him. You kind of need to play. Roddy says this year we need to focus on next year's draft. I mentioned it, but I'll give you my list. 1 is defensive end. 2 is cornerback. 3 is safety. 4 is probably wide receiver, maybe offensive line. Right around there. It'll be a defensive-heavy draft. I can almost guarantee that. They're fine on offense whenever they're healthy. Defensive heavy draft. Now, here's your guys' thoughts on this, because 3 of these teams are most likely going to make the postseason. For sure 2, but probably 3. Who are the best teams in the NFC West? You don't rank them for me right now. I mean, give me the best one, but you can also rank them based on who's better. Seattle, Arizona, Rams, 49ers, rank them down below in the comment section. Now, you guys are feeling good about the Niners' chances on Sunday. Bet on them with our friends at BetUS using that promo code Niners125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. You can use our link, jetsports.com/49bet. But what's the point if you don't use the promo code? Again, Niners125 to get that sweet deposit bonus. Put $100 down, turns into $225. And right now, 49ers covering looks like a pretty darn good bet. Now, winning outright when the line right now sits at -9 in favor of the Saints. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about betting that one, but I think covering is a very real possibility. Maybe you bet the under here on the over-under at 49, but you can check all these bets out and more with our friends at BetUS, chatsports.com/49bet. Use that promo code Niners125 to go ahead and get that 125% deposit bonus down below in the 100% deposit bonus, whenever you're over there with our friends at BetUS. Now, again, I'll say this. I think this is a good one to bet the cover for the 49ers to cover this football game. And if you do, I'll put my money where my mouth is. How about this? If you guys bet with our friends at BetUS, chatsports.com/49bet promo code, if you bet on the Niners to cover and they don't, and you lose anywhere below $50, so you bet $30, $40, $49, whatever it is, if they don't cover, we'll cover your bet. Like, we will literally Venmo you up to $50, the exact amount that you lost if the Niners don't cover. You just got to email us at 49ers@chatsports.com. You see that down below somewhere. It's like over here, I think. Over there. 49ers@chatsports.com to tell us about your bet. And obviously, that's how you get in contact with us whenever you get the Venmo if the Niners don't cover. But if they cover, you win money anyway, and so we don't have to pay you. So it's like a win-win. It's fine. Chatsports.com/49bet. Again, that email, 49ers@chatsports.com. All right, time for a couple more questions here. Wyatt says, trade for A.J. Green. No, he's too old. I would have done this preseason. They didn't, and now he's washed. No. If you watch the Bengal games, not been that good. David says, which strong safety in college would you pick? Listen, guys, I'm going to be honest. Listen, you can fake a lot of things when you're on camera and pretend like you know stuff. I'm not going to lie. I have not looked at second or third round draft picks at all so far. I've not done my homework, not done my research. When we have, we'll have videos of it. It's too early, though. I'm focused on the season right now. I couldn't tell you a single second round safety in the National Football League right now. And that's just me being honest. But I'll learn. And when I learn, I'll have it for you. Don't worry. Domo, Origato, Disco Roboto, right? Are you going to, for a pocket passer, or moving to a mobile quarterback? I don't know if you need to jump on the whole, like, Kyler Murray, you got to get up for a mobile quarterback. But I think this is the problem. You would take Trevor Lawrence, the first-round pick, right? Number one, you'd take him. He's a pocket passer. But you would love Justin Fields as well. Trey Lance also gives you some running abilities. I think I'd like to see what Kyle Shanahan could do with a mobile quarterback, but he's had chances to sign mobile quarterbacks and hasn't done it. So maybe Shanahan likes pocket passers. Think back to his Atlanta days. Matt Ryan, the quintessential pocket passer, the guy has no mobility. Maybe Shanahan's just more comfortable with that.